A sudden blizzard caused the woman to lose her way in the forest. Soon, a fork in the road appeared before her, and she had no idea that this one choice would lead her into danger. At the end of the path, a small cabin in the woods appeared, and Lisa finally realized she had taken the wrong turn. Seeing this, she decided to get out of the car and ask for directions, but as she approached, she accidentally noticed a handgun placed inside the man's car, and not far away, a pool of fresh blood stained the snow. Just then, a man stepped out and was startled when he saw her. Lisa quickly apologized, explaining that she was just looking for directions. Hearing that, Jack gradually calmed down, pretended to stay composed, and pointed her toward the right way. Lisa glanced again at the blood on the ground, hesitated, but chose not to ask further and turned to leave. She continued driving as he instructed and soon reached a frozen lake. In the middle of the lake, she set down her gear and thought of her late husband, tears filling her eyes. Just as she opened her husband's old belongings, a sudden gunshot echoed from the woods, followed by a string of angry shouts. Curious and tense, she stood up to look around, then quickly moved closer to investigate. A second gunshot rang out abruptly. As she hid beside her car, she saw a woman with her hands tied behind her back desperately running for her life. Chasing her was the same man who had given Lisa directions. Jack. Under his constant threats, the woman was finally caught, but fortunately, he didn't notice Lisa hiding in the distance. Realizing the danger, Lisa fumbled for her phone to call the police, but there was no signal this far out on the frozen lake. Suddenly, she remembered something and hurriedly packed her things, planning to return to the cabin to find out what was going on. To avoid being seen by Jack, Lisa quickly drove in the opposite direction, but the car got stuck in the snow not long after, forcing her to continue on foot. As she approached the cabin, she saw Jack leaving in a hurry. Taking the opportunity, she rushed forward to check inside, but the front door was locked, so she walked around to the side of the cabin. Just then, a piercing scream came from the basement. When she removed the mesh from the window and peered inside, she saw a horrifying scene.